here for a quick stream. We are going to be playing some Warhammer Total War. Gonna get some sound going, gotta get the game started up. How is everyone doing tonight? Alright, so we are going to get started with the Wood Elves. Just wanted to turn down this audio just a bit.
Pure as starlight.
I've been wanting to do a playthrough with the Sisters of Battles, or Sisters of Twilight, sorry. We're going to go ahead and get this started up. Now this game does take quite a bit of time to load, but hopefully everybody's doing well. Not sure how long I'm going to be streaming for tonight, but we'll keep it going as long as I feel like it. Now, if you haven't joined into any of these kind of games or checked it out, it's real-time strategy slash turn-based strategy kind of mixed into one. Total War has to be one of my top games that I enjoy playing, or series in general, just because you have to monitor your villages and settlements, as well as you get to do real-time battles mixed throughout. Now, some of the battles I may skip over if it's like me attacking just one or two units. Not going to waste our time on it. So we'll just auto-resolve those. But I plan to fight most, if not all, larger battles there. Like I said, this first initial load screen where it populates everything takes quite a bit of time. And I'm not running any mods on this. There are plenty of mods out there, but I felt like doing just a general vanilla game. We are playing on normal difficulty. I'm not too familiar with how the Wood Elves play. I'm pretty good with the Dwarves on Legendary, but Wood Elves, I know they are very archer heavy. So we shall see how this plays out. And if I see that it's too easy, then I should be able to up the difficulty as we go through. Mostly this is just going to be a chilled, relaxed stream. And hopefully nothing crashes out on me. Although I have seen sometimes, I don't know what it is with the game and my computer settings, it sometimes crashes out, especially if I'm checking notifications and other screens. But I think I've got the settings optimized. And of course, feel free to chat, take a look at what's going on. I got some chat points, lots of different things going on. Hopefully everybody's Thursday or Tuesday is going well, or Wednesday, depending on where you're at in the world.
You are deep in the hostile lands of the Druki, but the forest of the Witchwood provides you with sanctuary in this bleak realm. The weave here is dangerously out of balance, as is the case in many other forests of the world. Bring life back to these withering woodlands, then traverse the deep roots to seek out others who require healing in more distant lands. Every healed forest brings strength to Athel Loren and the world roots that reach out from the Oak of Ages. Thus, you must ensure the mighty oak not only endures, but flourishes, so that it may continue to send its life force to the forests of the world. Oversee this new season of rebirth, twin champions of the Azre. The lesser races pollute, defile, and wantonly take from the forests, causing an imbalance to the weave that must be righted. Punish them in Ariel's name, and return the forests to full splendor.
All right, let's uncorrupt the world by restoring the forests.
Twin defenders of the glades.
Do not have anything for recruitment purposes.
Peace will come. Conflict will follow. The forest is whispering. Eldrasor, honor me.
Join up with the army, and we're gonna just take this city here to start our little area.
We fight for the forest.
Now, if you guys never played it, that part that we were just looking at is the turn-based part. Loading into the real-time strategy part is what's going to go on right now. They have a very small army. They have 2 sword troopers or dark shards there, a spear group of dread spears, and some archers there. Now this is going to be a pretty easy battle. Most of it's going to be taken out by my aerial archers and my lord, the Sisters of Twilight. So that way I can conserve my units for later battles to come. The first battle in pretty much every campaign I've ever played is your sizable army against 1 or 2 units, or 3 or 4 in this case, where it's an easy victory. What we're seeing here in the center of the screen is our Winds of Magic. I'm going to go ahead and gamble here to hopefully get some more spell casting ability. Nope, we actually went down by 2. That's okay. Don't think I'm going to need too much magic in this level. Now this is our deployment phase. I only have 1 group of units I could deploy in Vanguard here. So I'm going to kind of put them off to the side. Put my Eagle and my Cavalry over there. I do have 2 groups of archers who are going to be in the front at first, and then if people start getting too close, we will move up our spear units to intercept.
Sisters of Twilight, in spring's name.
Ever ready, forever loyal.
And you can actually dodge a lot of these air units if we need to. But yeah, I literally just decimated their whole archer unit right there. They're almost to break. Pretty powerful archers, just in general. But also, morale is not super strong by the looks of it.
Sisters of
And then, of course, we have their units coming forward. And this is where charging in behind with my cavalry is going to help. Spears move forward, as well as my little spellcaster here. Oh, we already broke most of their troops. Now the troops do come back, but my cavalry is going to make quick work. Drop my eagles in, or my eagle, I should say, in for just a little bit of experience killing some of these units. Nothing super crazy. We've pretty much wiped out all of them here. There we go.
My bow hungers.
And now I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit and use my troops to hopefully wipe out some of these units just to give me some experience. Like I said, easy battle, super quick. And technically I don't have to do this at all. I could have just ended the battle. We lost 9 units, they lost 440. I'd say that's a pretty good victory. Not sure how we lost 9 units, I guess friendly fire, considering they only killed 7. There is friendly fire in the game, so you gotta be careful of that. Which I wasn't really paying too much attention to. 9 units overall isn't gonna take, it's gonna be replenished in 1 turn, if less. So I'm not super worried about the friendly fire casualties there. Once we get into bigger battles, it's gonna require a little bit more organization to my battle plans. But with archers being as strong as they are for the elves, I don't foresee anything in the first few battles being crazy difficult. Unless for some reason they decide to hit us with magic. Some of the magic out there can really decimate units. And unlike dwarves, elves don't really have too much magic tolerance. But my archers were scoring quite a few kills. 95, 96. Even my lord was at 77. And it looks like my spellcaster got 8 kills, which isn't bad, because they didn't really get a chance to get into battle too much. But hopefully this gives my units a few chevrons, making them a little bit more hardy. Hopefully I'm not freezing up on anybody else. I noticed on my second display there I froze up. This game is pretty intensive. Especially whenever I start getting into the larger battles with numerous units.
Triumphs once more. They cannot remain a threat.
And since we don't really
Make
have
this fool's
a city,
power.
we'll go ahead and capture this.
To battle, sister.
This will give us the ability to start building and preparing to recruit units. We also got some upgrades on our main characters and heroes. Now I'm always going to do the range first because campaign movement range is kind of low when you first start out. And since I'm planning on keeping this sorcerer in the group a bit, I'm going to give it scouting. That way we can start picking up some magical items.
Serene Nestra. Tempestuous Arahan.
I'll repair that. And I know we need to get some Glade Guard. They're missile infantry, so we can at least recruit some more infantry. But we also need growth and I would like to get some income coming in. But we'll go with this for now. We do have our witchwood tree here, which will allow us to come up with some possible units, but we do need that income. I think we'll go with this, even though it's only 300 income. It does give us the trade goods and public order and growth benefit. So taking this will speed up growth just a bit. And upgrading our tree will also help out.
Serene Nestra. Tempestuous Arahan.
It looks like we have a roving band of minotaurs, monsters. That's going to be fun. The Beastmen of the Ripperhorn tribe. Okay. I wonder if we can swing down here and capture this place real quick. Research, we only have one available right now.
The unbridled glory of battle.
Alright, turn one over. Pretty uneventful turn. Not missing much if you guys are just jumping in. We fought one quick little battle. Lost 9 units.
Moving with grace.
I know many secrets.
Let's see if we can get a trade agreement going. Just for some income. Not sure if I'll stay in alliance with the...
Ariel sees all. Inseparable. Invincible.
We do have some local recruitment here. I'm going to do 2 more units of archers and 1 more spear unit. Although I would prefer shielded. This at least gives me a little bit bigger front line. Hopefully by turn 20 I can get most, if not all of these areas captured.
Nature's own shortcut.
I just switched to our world routes, which allows us to travel, but it also makes things a little bit more dangerous for us. But what we are going to do is look at probably an upgrade to a bow here. Yeah, we'll make a
You are
eagle
too
bow.
kind, Lord Day.
That
She won't
way,
even use it. Twin defenders of the glades.
I can get some stronger missile attacks with our archers.
Dawn dusk.
I
Stronger
suspect the
than
next turn we're going to have a little bit of a battle.
harmony prevails. How tiresome.
Yeah, I'll switch back to our normal stance.
Agreed. Fine, I'll go.
Oh, not too bad.
Bring me battle. The sisters of Twilight.
So we'll start building that up.
Itching for fresh battle.
And I think we are okay there.
Order is all.
Now we did lose quite a few units because replenishing does take from our unit, or colonizing takes from our units. They will replenish, let's see. They should replenish pretty quickly. So 5 turns. Not ideal, but hopefully it's enough to keep the rest of the people at bay. Although we do need to take Hag Hall to get a better area. Not seeing anyone trying to raid our lands though, so we should be okay momentarily. And we'll go ahead and focus on creation here. But I am going to take this unit out to do some espionage. Maybe get some levels.
How may I help?
While we wait. Now this is going to give us increased armor and stronger attacks, so this is going to be able to buff up our main armies. Now we already have that, so that's helping with the garrison there. And this will help with casualty replenishment. Looks like we're okay here, although I would like to upgrade eventually to get Blade Singers and Wildwood Rangers. That's not priority. Those are top tier units. So for now, I think we are good to end turn. Like I said, by turn 20, I want to hopefully have this whole area captured. Although it looks like we are being attacked by, or at least invaded by some beastmen right here. I am going to move forward here into my territory.
Tempestuous Araha.
I know my replenishment's going to suffer.
Fus speaks to me.
But that's really not going to do anything there.
Fear the wrath of Athel Lauren.
We're going to go ahead with specializing here.
I am content. I am bored.
And hopefully we
My
can get up
lord,
here to the
A
Beastman.
rival power desires a change in your mutual relations.
I'll take this because the Exiles of Nehek, they're friendly with me. Don't want to burn that bridge yet unless I'm ready to take them over. Ah, that's what I was worried about. They're going to try to intercept me before I'm at full strength. And they have cavalry archers, regular archers, and a lot of spearmen.
Retreat agreed.
I am going to fight with fight the battle because if I retreat, then they're just going to wipe me out because they can still catch me. But we don't have a lot of units, so we're going to have to rely on our archers to do a lot of damage and be prepared to run them down with cavalry and our eagle. I think the first thing we need to take care of, though, is going to be some of the archers, probably the Corsairs, because they're decent in melee combat as well. So I think we'll try to take those two out. And we may actually have to kind of form up on a hill or something so that way we can have a choke point where they're only coming at us in a certain area with a little bit more control. Because they are going to charge us, I'm pretty sure of it. So let's see what we've got. We have a small hill here. Alright, I think we'll set up on top of the small hill. So we have the best range down into the valley. With our archers first, of course. Now our vanguard deployment is going to go right up to the line, so hopefully we can catch them and see them.
Twilight.
Get them set for attacking. Spear team is going to have a lot that they need to kind of protect. So I'm going to kind of spread them out, at least to start with. And cavalry is going to start over here on this hill to move forward. Our eagle is good. I wish we had our spellcaster, but we took him out to do some espionage. Step one is going to be taking out that group, at least as much as we can.
Sisters of Twilight.
And then we'll attack this group. Oh, fall back just a tad. Problem is there's no way we're really going to be able to outrun that. If they want to hit us, they're going to hit us. Oh, we have some cavalry coming up over here. But they are archers, so they're just going to pepper us with arrows. Although, okay, I do got a shielded group there. They're going to do a lot of damage to our cavalry if we don't intercept them, though.
They will die! To battle! For Ariel! Immediately! Straight away! At once! We will obey! We are tireless! Quickly! At once! I get to all!
Oh, I missed my click. I think we can do the most damage there. You guys fall back. My cavalry is chasing that group around.
Hunters! Blaze guard! Defenders of Ataloran! For Isha!
Dawn and dusk!
Our bows are yours! Defenders of Ataloran!
Their spears broke.
Eternal guard!
Our swordsmen are, or spearmen I should say, fighting.
For the eternal realm!
Let's see. Oh no, their spears are coming in, so we're gonna have to hit and run. Hit and pull out. I doubt we'll get any kills on that, but maybe if we hit these guys in the back, we can at least get some breaking going on here, because our eagle is taking some damage.
Right!
Oh no, my cavalry broke.
Now!
Pull the eagle out.
Blade guard! Bowman ready!
Sisters of Twilight! Sister! Kill them!
Okay, they're breaking.
Armed and ready!
Cavalry hit them. We took a lot of damage this go around because we were already pretty low in strength. But I think we've won it at this point.
Guardians of Lauren!
Flatten them! Blade guard! For the eternal realms! For Ataloran! Ride them down!
Oof. That was painful.
Nestra!
Ever ready! Sound the horns! Those of Ataloran! Ready to fire! Blade guard!
So you see me fail miserably at microing.
Of war!
For Ataloran!
And our aerial archers are getting pretty hurt.
Sisters of Twilight!
Hunted!
Hopefully the cavalry can drive those archers off. I'm pretty sure we've won this one. But you guys need to pull out. Okay, we won. Now I'm not going to stick around because we took a lot of damage there. Wasn't the best, but it was a victory. I was not expecting them to try to ambush us. Still did quite a bit of damage, but we lost a lot of troops in our relatively small force. Over a quarter of them. But we did stop a lot of their heavy hitting units from doing a lot of damage. The group that did the most was this regular swordsmen, which are really good against spears. Unfortunately, all I have is spears, so they just kind of ate through my guys. but I was able to get 2 sets of spears on one group of swordsmen, which is why they have 0 kills over here. We held them off pretty well, but the other group, on the other hand, they were facing the other, I think the unshielded group, and they hurt us pretty bad. Because the shields help. But our cavalry really did a number this time. 109 kills. Hopefully we can unlock the cavalry to recruit more of in the future. Having a nice little cavalry charge is always fun. And who doesn't like elves riding moose? How's everyone's night going, though? What I wish they'd do is make a Dawn of or a Warhammer 40k game in this kind of format. But I think it'd just be too hard to compensate for the mostly ranged attacks in the 40k universe since it's all futuristic with guns. I'm sure people have heard this a million times before if they watch or they're really into this game or into Warhammer in general. But I'm thinking about getting Dawn of War going up and playing it some more. We wiped out most of their units. Their cavalry got away, and their leader, of course, the Dreadlord.
Forgive us. There is no other way. Make it quick. Make them scream.
We are going to abduct the captives because we need that replenishment, and especially if we're headed up here to take on our group of raiders up here who are going to be raiding us probably next turn. Oh, no.
When do we fight? Only when necessary.
Now I am going to focus on income generation because in order to build up a decent army, we're going to have income.
How may I help? They must suffer.
That didn't go too well.
Short-sighted.
Which means they're going to build up their army.
I'm bored, sister. Cease your prattle. Awaiting bloodshed. Find me in the war room.
Okay, now they're raiding, but they're not in our territory raiding. So if they're raiding our enemies, I'll let them be. But I'm sure they're going to come back into our area here in a minute. But this will give us time to replenish. And then if we need to, we can head south to capture the Hag Hill or head to the east here and capture Val's Anvil. Oh, they just destroyed Val's Anvil. So we lost that mission because we didn't get a chance to attack.
My powers are yours.
But that means
Itching for fresh battle.
let's head over here towards the Witchwood and see if that helps us a little bit.
Fear the wrath of Athelloren.
Gotta keep this up because I do want this to get up to level 20 so we can get that immortality. Because right now we can be killed. But we also want some of these other spells unlocked. We are on turn 8. Halfway's done capturing this region.
Should we kill them, sister?
Stay your blade. I sense no malice in them.
We don't want to kill our dead friends here. They do want a defensive alliance, so I will take that. They're probably going to be our main ally through at least the beginning area and beginning levels. Just to, one, help the growth of our area, and two, kind of protect us from whatever's out here that we can't see yet. Which actually, I don't think there's anything out here. I think this is the edge of the map. But there is stuff to the north. And I'm sure we're going to have Skaven. Oh, I didn't realize this.
Defenders of the glades.
We're going to have to take this on.
Invincible.
They will...
The sisters of Twilight. I seek prey.
Hush! Listen! I foresee great things.
Okay, we're going to have to fight this battle even though we're not at full strength. Because if we don't, they're going to spawn an army, and I don't know how strong that army is going to be. But in this case, it's a ton of Skaven. All of these clan rats will run pretty much instantly. The Skaven spears will definitely break. The wolf rats are a concern because they won't break as easily. And they are very good at getting up on our archers.
Battle. A regrettable
But as you can see, we should be able to win this one, even though we're not at full strength. So aerial archers are probably going to focus on some of those clan rats, and maybe the clan rats with spears, or Skaven slaves, maybe. Because all these spears are going to do a number on our eagle and our cavalry, so we don't want to charge them unless it's from behind while they're already pre-engaged. But if we can hit them with some of those poison volleys, we only get 2 of those though. But if we can wait until they get a nice big group going, we can do some damage. We also have our spellcaster, which we're going to put in midst with the spears and keep casting the spells on us to increase our attack. I think it was by 30.
Awaiting orders.
So we'll start deployment with this group. Perfect. This map looks easy to defend. We can kind of build a line right here, although I wish we had more shields. We could build our line right here and basically just lob arrows into them as they come charging up. And then keep our cavalry on around the side here and hit them in the back once we clear out some of this. Now I am worried about our wolf rats here. They're kind of in a weird spot off to the side, so I think archers should be okay. So we'll have our first group of archers with range to hit all of those, so we're good. Our second group is going to be spread out a little bit because they do have a spellcaster. Then I don't want them bunched up too much, but I also don't want them spread out way over here because my spear line's going to hopefully hold them at this gap. I am worried about that spear line though, not being able to do a lot. So these guys should have Vanguard deployment, right? Oh, we're so close we can't really deploy in the Vanguard. Okay. So we'll put these guys over here. Our Eagle is also going to be over here. Cavalry is going to be up against this, hopefully, and stay hidden. So that way all of their forces come and try to take our main group. Our leader here, since they have the most range. And then, of course, our spear groups.
Warriors of Ariel!
One on the left,
Eternal
one on the right, and then one in the center here. Gonna pause it just to...
straight away! Swift of foot! This instant!
Your orders.
Riders ready!
And that's what I was hoping for. That huge group. Oh no, they moved. Ugh. Massive damage though.
The season of war!
Eternal guard! Get to war! To the fray!
Orion!
Casting on us because it does have an aura. Wow, that was a really bad English there.
For our lady! Glade guard!
Move up just a tad.
Reclaim! This instant!
So hopefully we can start hitting some of the back units. As you can see, Skaven break super easily.
Guardians of Lauren!
And I'm not seeing their plague caster.
Eternal guard!
The forest speaks.
Sisters of Twilight!
And I'm hoping we get this next volley off to just crash into this main horde right here. Because I think that'll break most of them. Ooh, friendly fire. I'll take it though, because it did break off most.
Hunters!
Now time to bring in our cavalry.
Your command!
Take. Oh, there is the leader here. I did not see him in the midst of all of everything.
Ever ready! Sound the horn!
But I think we are going to try to kill the general off completely.
Your orders! Glory to the eternal realm!
Although I wish those eagle archers had more volleys of that poison. I think they'd be way too
Lauren! Attack!
powerful.
War is tragedy!
Fear the deepwood.
Fight as one!
Ride them down!
I do want to try to take out their leader though.
Trample them! Armed and ready! Hunters! Cavalry! To battle!
Dawn and dusk! Glorious!
Honestly, I think I'm going to switch these guys to melee.
For Lady Ariel! Armed and ready!
Just because in melee at least we can kind of control
Protectors of the
the
forest!
friendly fire damage. I know we left our archers behind, but we're completely safe because we already won the battle.
Sisters of Twilight!
This is mostly for just kills.
Nestra and Arahan!
And we'll fast forward through this. Hopefully we can kill off all these guys before they escape. If not, it's a bunch of free kills for experience. I'm not super worried about it. Out of the 585 we deployed, we lost less than 100. They lost pretty much their entire force. And since this was an ambush battle, they will completely get wiped out. Which is good for us, because that's going to stop their pending invasion. But look at those kill counts. Our cavalry with 270, our archers with over 100 each, except for that one group. I think that was a group that was placed a little bit further back, just because I didn't want them all clumped together because of their caster there. And then our aerial archers with 89. Our spearmen did really well. Although that unit is suffering bad. We're at 35. But if you guys are watching, give me some ideas for names. Maybe we can name some of these groups based off of what you guys want to call our army here. And we'll try not to lose them throughout the game. And of course, if my audio is too choppy or it's bad, just let me know. I am trying out a new mic. This is my second stream with it, so I'm still fiddling around with settings. I have done a little bit. Also, I'd like to ask you guys, how do you guys feel about pack openings? I do have a ton of Magic and Pokemon cards. A little bit of other miscellaneous cards that I've gotten over time. I've already put one video up on my YouTube channel. But if it's something you're interested in me doing live, I'd be happy to do so.
Coin before cruelty, eh? Accept Ariel's will.
Now we're going to keep the whole replenishment rate going because I think that's going to be more important. At least in our starting phase here.
Tempestuous Arahan.
More money, of course. I can't get back into my territory.
Looking for a fight.
But on the next go round, I'll get back into my territory.
Burden of the Shadowlands.
We got some high elves coming in.
The unbridled glory of battle.
They're relatively neutralist with us. I'm not super worried.
No, blame you.
Ooh, this Skaven army is pretty damaged. I think this is the one I just fought. Which would make sense why they're so damaged, but I don't see a leader. That's okay. We'll go back to our world tree here.
The season
I do want this because this is going to enable shields, but I don't know if I want it just yet. Or if I want to focus on some more income. I think I'm going to go with income this go round.
Triumphs once more.
And then next go round we will get our forge here, because this is going to give us the ability for shields. As well as it looks like it's going to upgrade our scout's weapon, so we can switch it from just regular to shafts that do more damage. Of course, we don't have a way to recruit any of those. But if we build this, then we can build some Glade Guard.
Harmony has prevailed.
But if we build our stables, we can... I don't know. We'll see what we can do when we get the next points. I gotta hold off anyways, so we'll see. I just realized I don't think I moved. Which sucks because we need to replenish. Ooh, they're attacking. Was not expecting that. So just some very poor leadership on those guys. All of these are expendable. So we have some Glade Riders, lots of archers, and then 3 frontline. But looks like they're all relatively weak armor. Minus their leader, of course. I think we'll be okay. This is what you get for not paying attention. An unexpected battle. But we're going to have to rely on our dryads to hold off their charge, because they will charge. One thing about the beastmen is they are all really strong in melee. Although this is a very beginning army, we should be okay. But they're going to charge right in, which means our archers are going to have to flank and kind of hit from the backs and the sides to do any real damage. Luckily, we have a mounted group, which can hopefully trade some shots and easily get behind them. But we have to see what the terrain is like. Okay, so there they are. They're going to charge. They also do get a lot of Vanguard deployment, so there are probably a lot of units right up here that are going to try to nail us. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up our dryads. And I'm going to spread them out just a tad. Not because there's any spellcasters, but hopefully this will give us the best chance of stopping them. These two are going to set up here. And then our Vanguard. This group's going to go right here. Set to skirmish. And I think these two are going to hide right up here in the forest. With skirmish mode as well. But this should at least give us some range. And then we can circle them back around. Here we go.
Work
I wish I had something a little bit more stronger attack-wise,
Blade guard.
but it is what it is.
For Ariel. For Ariel. Deep-word archers.
Gotta have to circle around,
Glade riders.
and hopefully we stay out of range. Rush these guys forward.
Awaiting orders. Glade riders.
Turn off skirmish mode so we can hopefully get over here.
For Athelloren. Glory to the eternal realms.
I don't want to get our archers in combat with the spears.
Athelloren. Kill them. For Isha.
No, don't go into combat.
Glade riders.
Abort.
Stand your ground! Trample them! Foes of Athelloren! To battle! Athelloren! They will die! Ride them down!
Luckily, if these guys get wiped out, it's not the end of the world, because they're just a garrison unit and they will replenish automatically on their own. But if we lose the garrison, or they attack the garrison again after this, it's going to make our life difficult because it takes a little bit for them to replenish.
Bowman ready!
But it does look like they're breaking.
Ever ready!
Kind of move off to this side,
Attack!
and we'll just aim and fire because they are breaking. We have won.
Dauntless Asray! Kill them! Get to all!
Kind of focus fire on them.
Ready to ride! Riders to battle! Ride, sons of Kurnos!
Switch these guys to melee. If we can kill their leader, I believe the faction gets wiped out. So that's the goal here. Take out their leader. And honestly, I don't remember. It's been a minute since I played this game. I don't know if killing with these guys, the garrisons, actually gives us rank. I believe it does. It makes sense because even garrison units can rank up. It was a very close battle because I was not expecting it. But we did pretty good. Their leader definitely did some damage. With 43 kills. Although those dryads held firm. And with the support of the archers, easily took them down. Except for some reason my cavalry decided to run directly into some spearmen, which hurt, as you could tell. One thing I noticed is sometimes if you don't forget to turn off skirmish mode, you guys will kind of do what they want and run into things. But since that is a skirmish cavalry unit, it works better so you don't have to micromanage them as much. But if you're not paying attention, you can get really stuck. That one group of archers, though, almost broke 200 kills. Crazy. Didn't realize how tough the wood elf archery is. As you can see, it's just decimating flank after flank. And just clearing the path. Just gotta make sure we have a good front line. As enemies get stronger, these archers will still do quite a bit of damage. But need some sort of shielded unit that's a little bit tougher in the front, or maybe some anti-infantry units to slow down the hordes that hit us. Especially with Skaven. Soon we're going to be facing Skaven armies with like 3-4 stacks of units. Because Skaven are just massive. That being said, they're weak and they run away. But if you hit us with enough people, we will still fall eventually. Glad to see that we have quite a few viewers in here. Welcome, and thank you guys for hanging out. And like I said, if you guys have any ideas of future content, you want to see me continue this, you want to see me do some Pokemon or Magic the Gathering packs break, I actually got a Core 21 set for Magic and a Strixhaven, as well as a few boosters I've picked up every now and then. And for Pokemon, I have a lot. I have one of each, the Shining Lance and Jet Black Poltergeist sets to open. And then just tons of random boosters. But we are going to take the money for this one because I don't really care too much. That being said, we got attacked again by the Skaven. So they do have a wizard. With Pestilence, so they're going to be hitting us with some relatively difficult spells to counter. But again, all of their units are these Skaven, which will break super quickly.
Harmony shall reign.
So we're going to take them out. And hopefully this time wipe the rest of them off. I'm actually going to focus killing down their wizard. And then running as much of them down as I can. Because I'm tired of fighting them. As you can see, we got quite a few chevrons though on some of our main units. All of our archers have one. Our cavalry. Those aerial archers are up to 3 now. We're about to switch over to silver chevrons. Chevrons increases rank, damage, lots of different things. That's actually a good amount of Winds of Magic. I'm not going to worry too much about gambling on that. So, gonna move the whole group over and then rearrange them.
Glade guard!
We have a group of Starfire and the rest are just regular archers.
Glade guard!
Now, whenever I'm fighting spellcasters, I like to stagger.
Deepwood archers!
So now if they did like a pendulum or a pestilence on any of these, I can hopefully dodge most, if not all of it. And what I can't dodge, I can hopefully at least only take minor casualties.
Deepwood mage.
Put these guys just like so. Always try to keep my
Eternal guard!
buff unit in there with the spells. That way, if they're inside this little gray circle, they all get the benefits of that spell, which is 30 armor plus 30 base weapon damage, which makes them a little bit more beefy, able to withstand the hordes and hordes of units that are about to hit us.
Sisters of Twilight!
Alright, here we go. Oof, we did not start that position out well. I know it's kind of early to shoot that shot. And it only hit one group. Not my best move. Cavalry units need to pull back because they're coming right for us. I don't know if they saw us or what, but we're going to circle them around.
Glade guard! Asray, attack! Defenders of Ataloran! Bowman ready! Kill them!
Oh, yikes.
Your command?
Get up there, hurry.
Bowman ready! With haste!
As you say.
Oof, that was close.
Glade guard!
Fear the deep wood.
Eternal guard! At once!
The forest speaks.
For the eternal realms! Glade guard!
Actually, I think I'm going to pull those guys back. I'm not sure yet.
Children of Ataloran!
Friendly fire is going to hurt. Ooh. But that broke him. That was a bad shot. I tried to pull out faster, but pull-out game is weak.
For Elderzor!
Sisters of Twilight! In Dawn's name!
Asray riders! Hunters! Glade guard!
Sisters of Twilight!
Deepwood cavalry! Trample them! Cavalry!
Sisters of Twilight!
No, don't let him get away. Another leader down. We're not going to catch him. Oh, maybe. I could be wrong. Well, at least kill one unit off, maybe. Oh, nope. They're gonna escape. But hopefully this stops them from respawning and continuing to harass us. Either that or we might just charge them and knock them out completely. Obviously they're not doing a lot of damage to us, but if they have a chance to build up this army and maybe get another one or two armies attached to it, they're going to destroy us. And if I know anything about Skaven, that's exactly what they have planned. Don't know where the main base is, but they're coming from somewhere. We also got to get our units to destroy the Hag Hill, I think it was called, and capture that. We're running out of turns if we want this done by turn 20. But I've been focusing on kind of keeping my borders safe since I only have that one army. And armies are expensive, so don't necessarily want to create another one just yet until we have more income stabilized. Now, there's a lot of lore to this. I have not quite got into the Warhammer lore. I'm more into the 40k style. But there's a lot behind this. And the third game is coming out with the Forces of Chaos, which I'm kind of excited for. Because right now the Chaos factions, even though they're not really Chaos per se, are a little underwhelming.
This is the price you pay.
Gonna take the casualty replenishment. Uh-oh. The Bleak Hold was destroyed. I think this might be the best bet. But this also kind of makes us show up to the enemy. But it gives our Great Eagles quite a bit of benefits. And it gives us line of sight for all of our regions there, so we can kind of see what we're dealing with globally. We could do the campaign movement range increase, missile resistance, or better health and income. Although we don't plan to raise. I'm seeing if any of these are going to buff my archers. Siege holdout, weapon strength for cavalry and eagle units. I'm not seeing anything that does anything except this one, so we're gonna go here because we want that missile strength increase. 5% isn't a lot, but as you've seen,
Why do you waste energy?
we've definitely had a pretty big effect.
Twin defenders of the glades.
But we're gonna do our level ups. More income. We're going to switch to public order for our next point. And this person, Wild Heart passive, improved power recharge rate. So that's going to let us cast more, but we don't really have a lot of spells yet. This does damage over time versus a group, but they do have a higher resist chance. Helps make us tougher. This is going to be a kind of single unit attack. We could get a steed, which will make us faster, but I don't really think we need it currently, because I don't plan on running this person with cavalry too much. So let's just focus on kind of just a buff unit overall.
Craving prey.
Their disharmony ends.
This is the life. Battle. A regrettable necessity.
Like I said, I'm going to try to skip through these whenever I can, but also the auto resolve is going to wound a lot of our units. We would have won it, but I think if we do it ourselves, since they all just are regular Skaven, our archers can decimate them super quickly. But I think I'm going to wait until they get into range before hitting them with like super strong attacks. That way our archers just hit them all at once, taking them out. I should turn on my camera just so you guys can see me. I move my hands and talk a lot with my hands, and you guys can't see any of it. Problem is I'm on camera pretty much all day for work, and I don't always feel like being on camera. Okay, so our best bet is kind of perch up here, get our archers. I don't remember, did they say that it was a spellcaster? Yeah, wizard with pestilence tends to be a common one for our Skaven allies. Just kidding. They're not really our allies. I am going to gamble that. Get a little bit of an increase, that's nice. Cavalry, I'm going to kind of keep back here and circle out around.
Aerial expect.
And then of course our spears and our eagle. Okay, ready for battle.
Sisters of Twilight.
Yeah, we're gonna hold off.
Fear the deep wood.
I am gonna move this guy forward,
At once!
as well as these archers.
Immediately! Riders ready!
And we are gonna try to hit these 2 full squads, but we're gonna wait just a moment. Actually, I think we're gonna hit these guys. Just because they're so close to the other one, we might be able to wipe them out completely.
Eternal guard!
Awaiting orders.
And everybody's gonna get that buff.
For the eternal realms! Blaze guard! We never miss!
I guess we could bring our cavalry around now. That right there is what we were afraid of, that spell.
Sisters of Twilight! Compose order! Sisters of Twilight! Season of wrath!
I'll enjoy this!
For Apple Lawrence, to war! Let's hunt!
So another Skaven boss is destroyed.
Forever loyal! Sound the horns!
Sisters of Twilight!
Now I don't know if we're gonna actually kill them all or if they have the ability to retreat. We lost 12 units. Sadly, all 12 of those units were friendly fire. Whoops. Which is funny because the mage hit us with pestilence or pestilent breath and didn't kill a single unit. So either I was placed really well and they missed for the most part, or it wasn't a very strong attack because the character was level 1. Either way, I'm okay with it. I could live with the 12 losses. And if this is what it works like I think it is, we definitely wiped out this Skaven. Not necessarily the clan, maybe the clan, but definitely this group of units so they can stop pestering us. I also think I'm going to try to get a alliance with the High Elves that destroyed our other person that we were fighting. And that way I can move my units further north to better defend against Skaven coming in, Beastmen, and of course the other Dark Elves that are up north. And anything else that may come up. But we've successfully taken over this region, minus that one area that the High Elves took. But I do not want to start war with the High Elves just yet. Maybe build up a friendship with them instead. I mean, we're all elves. Why can't we all get along, right? Except the Dark Elves. No one likes Dark Elves. And their worship of Slanesh.
Harmony must be imposed. Itching for fresh battle.
So it looks like they are all wiped out. And we destroyed the faction, so that's good. That was the only one that they had available. So glad we decided to push forward. I'm going to retreat back to my territory. and I'll start diplomatic relations with them.
Harmony has prevailed.
Not one Druki on Nagaryth. Burden of the shadow. The shadows come. The day wanes. Are you prepared for dusk? The end justifies.
We'll start with a trade given. That'll at least build some reputation with them and keep them from attacking us, since we are profitable to them. Not what I was going for 100%, but it's better than being worried about being attacked.
The seasons smile upon us.
Oh, it looks like we got some beastmen coming in up there. And we never went over there to capture that. So that might be our next task.
How I enjoyed that. Ariel's will triumphs once more.
Okay, I do want that anvil because we need some shields on our guys.
Communing with the forest.
We're gonna have to go up here and fight these guys. They're not super strong, and we destroyed them once before. So we could take them again as long as they don't recruit. That being said, let's move forward.
Ariel has been watching you for some time.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely be friends with other wood elves across the pond. Eventually we'll make our way over there.
You meet with the emissaries of a demigod.
Who won't hesitate to kill in her name.
Ooh, they want us to pay. I'll take that. I'll take the 400 loss. We can make that back.
Serene Nestra.
Tempestuous Arahan.
I wish we could send our
Attack? Absolutely.
garrison out to fight them since they're right there. But that's okay.
The ruinous legion is diminutive.
That's going to take most of our income, but it's also going to give us 400 income. So yes, it loses a lot of it, but we have an income growth of this does make us more difficult to take over as well. Or maybe we hold out and get this. Because that gives us that 700 and it doesn't cost as much. Yeah, we'll hold out for now. Our income is okay right now. Plus, we're going to get 2,500 pretty much every turn. Oh, great. Another group here.
Bloodshed. Oh, sister.
Where are they at? It Said we discovered them, but I don't see them anywhere. They must have retreated.
The sisters
Let's see if we can head down here then, since they're not in sight. The only thing that's damaged is our Great Eagle, which I'm okay with right now. And how much population? 10 turns.
Show me a foe.
And then we can upgrade this. I really wish we took Hag Hall. But since we didn't, it is what it is. We don't really have a province though, which
Ariel has been watching you for some time.
is going to make it difficult. And now they came back and started raiding. Of course. The question is, do we head up there or do we capture this?
Spreading harmony. Remain calm, itching for fresh battle. Ariel sees all.
And this will at least give us the ability to recruit some archers. But now we gotta get up there and take care of that raiding party, because they're gonna cause some dissatisfaction. I'm probably only gonna be alive for about 30 more minutes, just because it's almost midnight my time. Let's take down the upkeep so that gives us a little bit more income.
Order is all.
Tyrant in training.
Ooh, I want to kill this guy.
I will snuff out their light.
I failed. That's okay.
Ariel favors.
How is everyone doing this evening? Not much left for us to do. We didn't get Hag Hall, but we did get the ability to build something here. Maybe we should go with the Dryad, so that at least gives us melee. We can always get more archers later. Because we already got the Waystone, so we don't need another one of those in this province. We already got the Hunter's Forging Grove here. I don't know, what do you guys say? Do we get more archers, or do we go with some Dryads? I'm gonna try the Dryads, I think.
I would never let you die. Nor I you.
What would you have of me? Eldrazor, honor me.
Also, if you guys want to recommend unit names, I know I've said it already before, We got some pretty strong units coming in. And we can kind of follow their legacy. They are really trying to raid us.
There be peace.
Let there be battle.
They will know order.
My powers are yours. Their blood shall nourish the forest. I foresee great things.
So we couldn't quite make it, which is good. That means we have enough time to get our mage re-embedded.
Ariel has been watching you for some time.
Everybody wants me to pay money. Maybe we can take over this area just by confederation. Because war is not the only way. And I really want this extra damage to weapon or to our
Hush.
archers.
War, grant me gifts.
But this group kind of just disappeared. So I don't know where they went. At least this is still in our territory.
All rage and no strength.
Gonna hold off for now. Oh.
I crave battle.
Enjoy the respite, Arahant.
You keep saying we have a ambusher located, but I can never find him whenever it's my turn to do anything. So let's go back to our city here and replenish.
Trained defenders of the glades.
We did meet our goal for this episode, which is to get all these areas. We didn't get Hag Hall because the High Elves got to it before us while we were fighting the Skaven. But since we are neutral with them, we will at least still benefit from it. And of course we have our diplomatic allies over here, where they have a pretty strong hold. I want to see if we can ask them for like map.
Secrets, including yours.
No. So they won't show us any more of the map than we already have seen. Although we do got some dark elves down here, and then some dark elves up here. And those two roving bands of beastmen. Which are hidden somewhere.
The Deepwood protects its sons and daughters. Tread carefully. Orders received.
And I'll go ahead and create the last little non-aggression pact with that group of wood elves that we've encountered. Because why not? All the... Ooh. Going to war against these guys, which, if I remember correctly, we are already basically fighting. Yeah, I'll enter the war. That's going to be our next conquer point anyway, so now we're going to have some help.
Spit it out then. I've got prey to hunt.
Hear them out, Aram.
Why are they calling war on us? Okay, I'm not going to really do anything. They shouldn't be able to get to us quickly. If we need to, we can always reach out to our allies. Maybe we can get some sort of peace.
When do we fight?
Although I do
Only
want
when
to check
necessary.
what kind of armor. We have no armor, no talisman. So we can create some of those. Let's see what we can create. This will give us more growth and more movement.
My thanks, Master Smith.
I want one too.
It is all I have longed for.
Alright, since we're focusing more on a kind of a range here, we'll get the Dreaming Boots and the Eagle Quiver. Let's see what we could do here. We still have one more. Maybe a weapon here, since this is a melee. The Dragon Spear. Armor piercing weapon damage plus attack. Or do we want more armor and defense? Actually, let's do the pendant here.
You are too
That'll give us that
kind to
replenishment
take.
rate. Hopefully we
Davy
can keep
wastes
our
his
units going.
talents on a pacifist.
We're almost there. 4 more turns. Now we gotta fight the greenskins. We haven't even really encountered them. I don't really want to fight Bretonia. Great. Waiting for that growth.
The Sisters of Twilight.
Do we know anything about the garrison? Bleak swords, dread spears, dark shards. So we have, they're shielded though, so they can withstand our arrows a little bit better. But I honestly think we could start moving up here to take them.
Battle. The ruinous legion is diminutive.
Maybe we should get some dryads in here since we're still in our territory. I don't plan on recruiting any of them, so I will go ahead and take the better option for us.
Nestra Arahan.
We'll recruit these units and then we'll go take the city. And hopefully this will be a nice little place to kind of end it for the night. And move forward next go round.
No more hiding. We should fight.
No.
Twin defenders of the glades. The forest's vengeance.
We'll take it.
There will be blood.
Oh yeah, so they have a hybrid infantry, so ranged, kind of like ours, as well as melee.
It will be a glorious battle.
But we should be able to take them out relatively quickly. Plus we have those damage dealers, although they're not good against heavily armored. We have our archers to kind of knock through the infantry there. And our lord is really good at taking out infantry, so that and our winged eagle riders. I wish they were riding dragons, then I could call them the Dragon Riders of Pern. I might still do that as a name. That's a good amount of magics. And we have this really nice ridge line to just pepper them with arrows as they come running up. So let's stretch out our archers. They all have pretty good range to the bottom of the hill. Our first line of defense, and then our dryads will kind of bring up the rear just because they are very high in damage.
As raised
but not going to be very effective in this. Vanguard deployment for these guys. We'll put them up here in these trees.
Cavalry!
I don't mind them getting shot at temporarily.
Harmony! Warfare!
Hunters! As you say! Hurry!
And that was a perfect shot. Did a lot of damage to their archers and their spears, which is good for us because without their spears they can't defend against our one little tiny cavalry unit that's up here in the trees hiding, ready to swoop down here in just a moment and destroy those archers.
Swift! Yes!
The season of war!
Eternal Guard! For the eternal
All right, spear line forward,
tireless!
as well as this fancy lady. We're gonna take these two units off to the side here to loop around, and this one off to this side, so we can hopefully hammer and anvil. I can't talk. It's getting late.
Ready to ride! Hunters!
And now we've distracted their archers.
Hand of the forest!
Eternal Guard! Death to our enemies!
To war!
Warriors of Ariel!
Oh, we didn't even need the little dryads for this one. No, pull out, pull out, pull out before they try to kill us.
Nestra and Arahan!
Command! Ever ready!
Getting too far away to be effective with our
Armed and ready!
archers. I want to hit this unit since we have the spell ability. And that's army loss.
Sisters of Twilight!
We didn't even really use our eagle.
Sisters of Twilight!
We grow restless! Ora Olores! Raiders, attack!
Sisters of Twilight!
Switch to a single shot so it's a tad bit more accurate. Less friendly fire.
Cavalry!
We're not goblins
My
or
bow!
orcs. Friendly fire should not be allowed. But the gobos.
Let's hunt!
These guys are almost out. They have 4 shots left. Hopefully that's enough to take out that unit. I'm not worried about their leader getting away, because we were at least going to wound him, if not kill him outright. I don't know what kind of hero it was. It is a named character, so it's only going to be a wound. The enemy lord is dead. And we've took out everybody. I don't think we're going to catch those guys. A few more kills there at the end. We lost 4 units. And I still think that was mostly due to friendly fire. And we got our XP rank 4 on our winged archers. The Eagle Guard. Our Great Eagle did nothing, which is okay. I kind of held them back in reserve. And our Spear people did very little. And our Dryads did nothing. But that's okay. This was a small little battle to finish up the night. It is midnight where I'm at. So I'm probably going to be wrapping it up here. We'll see what it looks like here. Kind of take a pause to it and pick up next week. I don't stream too often, but I'm going to try to get at least on next week, maybe on Friday as well. I'm not sure. But definitely next Tuesday I'll stream a little bit. I do want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Alright, we'll take a look here and see what our map looks like. Hey, how's it going? You're catching the tail end here. Gotta get up and do that whole adult thing in the morning. How was your stream? I did notice that you were on.
They cannot remain a threat. Take it if you dare. They must know disorder.
There we go. Now we're moving forward into their terrain. But man, these beastmen are ramping up.
Twin defenders of the glades.
Not looking forward to that fight. I'm going to have to stock up on units on my side as well. Maybe build another army. Interesting. I've never heard of that. Is it kind of like survival horror? Kind of like Resident Evil style? Or more of kind of like a exploring survival game? Outlast. Alright. I'll have to look into it. I'm always looking for newer games to get into. Although I have more games on my library than I know what to do with. Oh, nice. That sounds like a good game to group up with your friends on.
Master crafted indeed.
I want one too.
All right. We have an upgrade available there. Trying to save money because it looks like we're going to have to build a second army to take on the beastmen here in a little bit. But I really want to upgrade our vineyards here. So we should be able to do that next turn, and maybe we can swing over and wipe out this.
We grant you one last audience. Squander it, and doom will follow.
Oh, I did not know there was orcs up here either. I'll take that for now. We can go to war with them in a little while. So it looks like they only have 3 more cities. But this is going to be the main city. But it looks like it's a relatively small force.
Serene Nestra.
Tempestuous Araha. Their blood shall nourish the forest. War, grant me gifts.
And we have enough for this, which is going to give us that extra income we need.
The Sisters of Twilight.
Alright, we'll end this turn, save it up, and I'm going to head off for the night. Oh, it looks like the orcs took out the one faction that we've been chasing, which is kind of good, but that also means that the orcs are stronger than I anticipated.
Honor me.
All right. Well, we're going to save it here. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, for joining us. Nice to see you guys. Nice to have you guys chatting. Ooh, it looks like we get some free stuff here as well. I did not realize that there was some new downloadable content. So maybe I'll look into that before next time. But you guys have yourselves a wonderful night. And I'll see you guys next time.